What's up, you guys? Joseph Burton, the Orion Line here. Just want to give you a quick video with some of my thoughts on some of the top 30 coins. I'll pop in and look at a couple others out there. Just want to give you a little bit of a fast upgrade on what is going on with these coins and whether I think you should get a position in them or not. I'll be covering on which ones are hot, which means they've been hitting pretty hard recently. Be wary of these coins because they are in the top end of a little bit of a channel here. So if we do see a big pullback in any way, these guys will probably be the ones to pull back. But if we continue to see this push and this run, these are going to be ones that continue to be hot and could probably make you multitudes of money. I'm also going to be chatting to you about which coins might be sleeping. These ones might be good ones to take positions in now while they're low. I'll be telling you exactly why I think they're great and why you should still have a position. So let's hop into it, shall we? Big Daddy Bitcoin, always worth having a position. If you don't have any, get some now. Doesn't matter what price it is, because if it's below 10,000, it's going to be something worth your while, especially in the long term. Me as a trader, me as an investor, I'm more so looking at the long-term aspects. I'm accumulating. You can day trade. It gets riskier, and you got to follow your own cues. And I'm not going to give you those, but I'm going to tell you which coins you should have. Bitcoin is definitely one of them. I feel like everyone should have about 40 to 60% of their total portfolio of crypto in Bitcoin. I think that's going to be the long-standing winner. We shall see, and that things can change over time, but that's where you want to have your meat. Everything else you can divide across the altcoins, which is everything besides Bitcoin, of course. Ethereum. This guy's sleeping, all right? This guy had a huge run this last run in 2017. You know, it's at 240 bucks right now. It was up to 1,500 at one point in time. This guy's been more or less sleeping. Being under $300, I remember when it first dipped below 300, I was like, this is absolutely insanity. It dipped even lower than that, but hey, 240, we're chilling. Ethereum's coming up with a 2.0 upgrade this year, if it's successful, and there is a lot of people working on Ethereum. As it turns out, Ethereum has the most developers working on it across any cryptocurrency. If this 2.0 upgrade is successful, it's going to solve for its worldwide scalability, it's going to solve for its speed, and it's going to enable even more things to be built on top of it. That was one of the big things that Ethereum created, is that it created the fact that you could do these smart contracts or automated contracts where you don't need third parties to check and execute anything. It all executes things on chain, and you could automatically solve for so much. It's the automation of money. So this 2.0 upgrade, if it's going to be successful, I think you're going to see a big run in Ethereum. So definitely get a bag of Ethereum. Tether, F all that noise. You can go to other channels and look at what are called stable coins. These are coins that are pegged to the US dollar, so they stay stable. You can buy them. You don't have to worry about volatility. It's just going to stay, you know, the value of a dollar. It helps you execute things online with all the promise of cryptocurrencies. Again, no needing of a third party, no bank and all that. So that's good if you're trying to do that type of stuff. You can earn quite a bit of interest on stable coins, but for right now, I'm in it to win, and I'm in it for a long haul, and I don't want something pegged to the US dollar, especially if I have a waning belief and confidence in the US dollar, which I do. Anyways, XRP. This guy's also sleeping. This guy's been dying out. This was a big winner in the last bull run as well. It is considered the banker's coin. It might be considered by some the Illuminati coin. Being that it's down so low, when the run happens, it's bound to have some people dump into it. So it's worth having a bag. Don't expect anything major anytime soon. But hey, take a position. Bitcoin Cash, also something that moves hard when the market moves. This has also been something that's sleeping. This is a sleeper. So get a position, watch it for the big run. Cardano, ADA. This guy has been moving pretty hard as of late. It's going through quite a few upgrades. It's got some of the smartest people, not the most, but some of the smartest people working on it. This thing looks to scale in a big way. It was sleeping for so long, harder than the rest, and over the last month you've seen it like smash through past 10 cents, of course. So we're sitting at 13 cents right now. It is still on the higher side, but it's still starting to push back up. So I'm into that. That's one of the hot ones. So expect when things start moving that to be a big mover. Bitcoin SV, so much controversy about this guy. Such a mess, such a drama. But hey, it likes to move, and this has been sleeping as well. So get ready for that guy to pop, take a position. LITECOIN, mega sleeping. What's LITECOIN? What's it been doing? Oh, it's been dying. That's when you want to get in, baby. Definitely worth having a position of LITECOIN. Nothing new coming up on that, with an exception for it is going to be upgraded a part of its protocol to something called Mimblewimble. All the stuff aside, that's going to make it what we call a privacy token, making it super, super private. So no one knows how much you have, no one knows when you spend something. It's a good place for all types of things, not just money laundering. Don't do that. CHAINUNK. OMG, this is the coin of the hour. This guy just is smashing barriers. It's pushed through a new all-time high like 3 days ago, and it's not stopping. It's at $8.13 right now. This is the high side, so be wary. But I do think that this guy's going to go push past 10. I think that we could probably even see something nasty happen. Maybe like push past 100. Whew. God. But be wary. It's on the top end, so watch for dips. That's one of the hot coins right now, probably the hottest one. Binance coin. It's one of those tokens that is mainly used on the Binance exchange. It is a token native to their exchange, so that way you can save on fees, stuff like that. But being that Binance is one of the largest exchanges in the world, it does see some heat. I don't really have a position in it, but something to consider. Crypto.com, same thing, but for Crypto.com coin. EOS. This guy's getting smashed. It's definitely on the lower side. It's more than sleeping. It's dying. It's often referred to as the Chinese Ethereum. There's a lot of controversy there. China is trying to push as hard as they can into the blockchain world. So these Chinese cryptocurrencies did see a huge run once China officially endorsed Bitcoin or cryptocurrency this last year. So we shall see. I think there's a lot of upside there. It's worth having a position, but it's more than sleeping. It's dying. TEZOS, check this out. This has been a hot coin over the last year. Right now it's sleeping. So when we're looking at the alt season that's been going on recently, you're starting to see some of the big boys all pop. Cardano, Link, BSV, even Doge. We haven't seen the big pop on TEZOS yet, so I'm waiting for that. So I would definitely take a position in TEZOS. Get ready for that pop. I think it's going to be a long-standing coin. It is a platform token, just like you would experience from something like EOS or Ethereum, but it does have privacy built into it. So it's a private platform token, so it has a lot of promise as far as technology goes. Stellar. This is one that just recently had a little pop in the alt season. It was dying out hard before that. There's a lot of promise here. Stellar, they have a lot of partnerships with IBM and other banks across the world. They are a platform token as well. No major news from them recently, but definitely a solid have. MONERO token, XMR. This is probably the prestige privacy token. This is even created by an anonymous group. This is pretty sweet. No one's going to know how much you have when you spend it. It's super private. So if we start seeing doomsday, like banks and governments come down hard on positions on what you have, they're not going to know you have Monero. Privacy token for the win. I think privacy tokens as a whole are probably going to pop super hard once things really take off and the world economies start really trying to adjust to this. If there's any kind of bannings or any kind of restrictions to cryptocurrencies, you're going to see a run in the privacy tokens because it's going to be a safe haven for those trying to avoid the hammer being dropped on any crypto experience. So there's that. TRON, man. TRON's probably my longest hold short of Bitcoin. I love TRON. A lot of people hate TRON. What to say about it? I mean, it's a platform. It's going to enable you to do cross-chain building across multiple tokens. It does have a very fast transaction speed. It's got a lot of cool development. Its CEO, Justin Sun, is a master of marketing, so that can go both ways. TRON is super cheap now, less than 2 cents. I remember when I first popped into it, actually, it was like about 4 cents before the last bull run, and that sucker pushed to like 22 cents. So, that's multiple times your money. It has a lot of headroom to move here. I think that during the run, you'll see some TRON action. But in the latest altcoin rallies, we haven't seen TRON move, so it could be one of those. Definitely something to have. The Leo token, that is just like Crypto.com and Binance in that it's a native token to an exchange. You know how I feel about those. The USD coin, another stable coin pegged to the dollar. You know how I feel about those. VeChain. VeChain is one of my favorite tokens in the sense that it's my choice for a blockchain that solves for supply chains. It is big in China, and it's also risen hard on all the China news about them embracing blockchain. Walmart, for all of their distributions for groceries in the Asia region, they use VeChain technology for managing and their entire supply chain. It recently had a huge run. I think that in one day it popped like 70% last week while I was out camping. This guy's going to be moving and staying strong. I remember when it was in the low 30s as far as top coins, and I have always said it's going to be a top 10 coin. It's sitting at number 19 right now on its way up, and I definitely think there's going to be a lot of headroom to gain right there. Be wary because it is at the top, towards the top of a big run. So if we see Bitcoin dip, and thus all the rest of the altcoins dips, you could see some nice pullback there. Keep an eye on it. It's definitely worth having position. HUOSI token, same thing. It's a token for the exchange of HUOSI. How do I feel about that? NEO, another Chinese token. It's been pretty much dying out, dead, and chilling, sleeping. Might be worth having a small position there. Not a super big lever of it. Cosmos. Cosmos is one of those tokens that moves pretty hard when the rest are chilling. I have a small position there. Don't really have much to say about it short of that. Ethereum Classic, it's an old version of Ethereum that also moves pretty hard, but I'm not too hot on it. IOTA, okay, this is like a long term. I feel like this particular token has some of the most promise for development and adoption across pretty much the board. It's going to be a token that doesn't use the same blockchain tech as pretty much all of the rest. It uses something called a tangle. And what that enables us to do is have super fast transactions. It enables you to have feeless transactions. And it enables it to be super community focused and automated in the sense that the machine economy of the future smart cities are going to be built on top of IOTA. You already have places like Jaguar Land Rover integrating wallets into all their new vehicles to enable and work with IOTA. You're going to have all those like smart self-driving buses and cars automatically interact and transact with one another. The smart appliances will automatically be able to purchase groceries for you, to pay for parking, to pay for gas, to pay for meters. All this stuff is going to be automated through a machine-to-machine economy, and IOTA is at the forefront of that. If the machine-to-machine economy is going to be something that really develops over the next, who knows, 5 to 10 years, which I think it is, IOTA is going to be at the center of that. So I think there's a lot of headroom to grow. In the short term, we'll see if we have any price action, but on the long term, I think this is going to be a solid hold. Dash is a kind of a corporate coin. It's got a lot of good partnerships. It's a privacy token. It's at $72 right now. I remember when it was over 1,000 at one point. I think it'll probably reach there again. They've been super quiet on their development. I don't know if they've got some secret partnerships in the back burner or if they're dying out. But it is a nice privacy token to have. Speaking of privacy tokens, moving into Zcash. This is a little bit more of a controversial coin, but it is a privacy token as well. It can move. It hasn't been moving. It's been chilling. If you want to bet on the privacy sector, all of these are probably good to have a little position on. Ontology has been one that's starting to pop recently. Look at that. Let me see. I'm just going to skip some now and go into the ones that I think are interesting to talk about. Now that we've covered basically the top 30. DOGECOIN. This is the world's first internet meme coin. It does have a limited supply. It popped really hard recently because a bunch of the TikTokers out there decided to have a big campaign of everyone buy Doge. And when you have a lot more buyers and sellers, of course, the price pops. And that's exactly what you've seen recently with Doge. Doge had a huge run. It's since pulled back because I think a lot of the TikTokers sold off their profits, as they would. We shall see, though. I think there's going to be a long-standing collectability at the very minimum about Dogecoin. At the end of the game, there's only so many of those bad boys, and it's the world's first internet meme coin. So, and rumor has it that Elon Musk likes Dogecoin, so FYI on that. Basic attention token. This is a cool use case. This is developed by one of the lead developers who brought us JavaScript and, of course, Firefox internet browser. The basic attention token is paired with a new internet browser out there called Brave browser. Basically, what Brave browser allows you to do is transact with basic attention token and interact with websites that normally would have lots of like tracking and advertisements and pop-ups and stuff that would basically just, slow down your computer and give you visual stimulus overload. In exchange for basic attention token, these websites will allow you to access a version of it without any tracking, without any pop-ups, without any advertisements, allowing you to get to your content both faster, more energy efficient, so your computer's not using as much power to run all this tracking and all these advertisements. It's a cleaner web experience, and you're seeing tons of people pour into this, and people that aren't even in cryptocurrency are loving the Brave browser. It has resources and tools in there, so you can see exactly how much power you're saving, how much speed you're saving. It's pretty sweet. We're going down. OMG network number 46. Really interesting coin. Once you get down here to these lower market caps coins, they're like smaller pools. And when money starts pouring into the sector, these lower market cap coins can pump really hard. OMG is going to be a long-standing coin. Definitely worth having a position in that. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. LOORING 63 that recently popped. Have a little bit of that. NANO. This is also one that, damn, it's down below $1. It's right at $1 right now. This has a lot of promise for actually like retail spending and the spending of crypto. It's like super fast. Every run, and it runs with everything else, and it's pretty cheap right now, so worth having a position. Verge. This was kind of one of those tokens that really, oh man. I mean, it's a privacy token, and I have some. I like it. With the latest runs, kind of pumped really hard with VeChain recently. It's since pulled back. It's a privacy token. It's low on the market cap, man. When it pumps hard. That's probably one of the lowest market cap privacy tokens that I'd say is worth having a position in. And from there, I think I might just leave it at that for now. Anyways, I'm just trying to experiment with like video, audio, lights, talking to a camera. So that's an initial video. Thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions, hit me up. Live long and prosper.